Hello, this is Rachel from Short and Sweet Reviews, and today we are going to chat about The Chosen, Season 2, Episode 5. So we're almost there. We are officially halfway, slash more than halfway through Season 2, and so I'm just gonna try to jump right into it, and just, this isn't necessarily going to be in chronological order of the episode, just as kind of thoughts came to my mind about the episode. And so I'm going to start with just, the whole Jesus and John the Baptist slash baptizer dynamics and the whole family dynamics, everything. I just thought that was so humorous and so great and just so true to life, where it's like you can get away with saying something to a family member, but if someone else says it to them, or yourself's like, what, hold back, how dare you say that to them, or how dare you say that, and just like you can get away with like saying certain things, like, but the love is still there. And just that sort of dynamic is great. And just the very humorous John rundown of the history of David with that as well. And so next I'm going to go into sort of the whole Mary situation and how it's like, it definitely reminds us that, we are people, we are not perfect, we are followers of Jesus, we are not Jesus himself, and, we still make mistakes, the past can still be triggering to us, and we still have our issues, that we're just constantly working through, and the key is just to rely on him through that, and I'm gonna go more on that later. And well, I can go into now, pretty much just like how Mary, she wasn't necessarily doing the wrong thing, like she was using scripture and everything when she was talking with the demon-possessed man, but she was relying more on herself in that situation than, waiting for just relying on Jesus, which, people can definitely get trapped in, and that's when she got tripped up, and that's when kind of part of the whole full-on spiral ended up happening. And then, you gotta talk about just the running deliverance, almost superhero moment. Not necessarily biblical, but still cool to see. It's like, who knows? I mean, he probably came across just like random demon-possessed people along his way. And so that was definitely great to see. And again, John's reaction to it, just character John is gold. What else did I have on this? Right, so continuing my petition for that name change from Simon to Peter to happen already. I know they want to have this like whole big epic moment probably, but just now that Simon Z is there, it gotta happen soon for the sake of simplicity. We all know it's Peter. At least, people who read the book anyways. And so speaking of along the lines of Simon Z, the last thing I'm going to talk about is just the whole moment that Jesus has with Simon Z at the lake. And it's like, yes, God can and does and wants to use like our talents and skills but we also shouldn't be so just dependent on that and think it's like, oh, if we fail with that or make a mistake with that, it's like God doesn't want to use us or can't use us. It's like, no, he can use those things, but that's not why he wants us, and that's not why he called us. And I think that's definitely a very resonant thing and just important lesson to learn and take to heart. And I think it's sort of a theme, spoiler for the next episode, of kind of The Chosen is just he takes all these different kinds of people, and that doesn't matter because all he wants is their heart. And I think that's all for this episode, and see you next time.